Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring. I had a great day trade today that I wanted to make a quick video and share with you. If you listen to my weekly podcast, I talk all the time about being patient, waiting for confluence and combination of indicators lining up, ideally on multiple time frames. And this was such a good example of this that I really wanted to share it with you. And um, I don't talk much about this setup, but it's called a wolf wave. Some of you may be familiar with this. I learned about wolf waves back in the 90s when I started trading. And whenever I see them, I really take notice because they really seem to work. Not all the time, obviously, but they really seem to work. And this entire trade was based, well, not entirely, but it was mainly based on a wolf wave because I saw it forming along with many other indicators, and that's the type of trade it should be. But I wanted to share this with you because they're rare. These wolf waves are rare, but they really seem to work a lot more than they don't. This is the Qs today. Today is May 1st. This is on the 5-minute chart, but I talk about multiple time frames, and of course I was trading on the 5-minute chart, but I like to look at bigger time frames. And so let's go to the daily real quick. Oh, this is going to be busy. I want to highlight this green bar here in the middle of this big up bar. Whenever you have a big up bar, there tends to be some support at the halfway. Okay, so as we were starting to come down today to that halfway, this was back on the April 25th. I noticed, I said, we're right back to the halfway here. I'll bet you that there's some support there on the shorter time frame. So that's what got me interested in looking at the trade first, okay, was they moved back down to the halfway mark of the bar on April 25th. Okay, that's what got me interested in the first place. And then when price started to get down to there, I said, let me take a peek at a shorter time frame and let's see what's going on here. So if we go over, this was earlier in the day here, that halfway mark back on the 25th, this is that level. That was on the daily. So as it got to this level, I thought, I'll bet you there's going to be some kind of support there. And there was. So let's see, where should I start here? First of all, I am going to talk to you about wolf wave. What's a wolf wave? There's bearish wolf waves and there's bullish wolf waves. Well, a bullish wolf wave has 5 points. Point 1, and then point 2, and then point 3. Point 3 has to go below point 1. Then you have to have a rally to point 4, which is below point 2. And then the buy area is at the 5th point. So you basically have, in this particular case, you have 3 symmetrical lows. So point 1, it rallies. Point 2 has to go below point 1. Then it rallies. Point 4 has to go below point 2. And then down to point 5. Well, point 5 is the buy area. Now, just because it's a buy area, the way that I trade, I still need some type of trigger to get me involved in the trade. Well, the trigger was this V1 right here. Bar 1 flushed out, or bar 2 goes below bar 1's low, closes above bar 1's close. Okay, that was the entry trigger. But this trade had so many good things going for it. Let me highlight a few more. We have a low. We go lower. We go lower. So we make the wolf wave. But look at the MACD. The MACD with the red MACD bars, very deep red MACD bars. Then we go lower. We're lower. Still no red bars. Now we're lower here. Still no red bars. This is called a double bottom. Well, this is actually essentially a triple bottom with a bullish divergence, or as Dr. Alexander Elder calls it, a triple bottom with a missing right shoulder, meaning that there's no red whatsoever. So just these bullish divergences here, that's something to pay attention to. Let's look at some other divergences. Here we have the low. Let's look at RSI down here. This low is lower. This RSI reading is higher than this one. This one is lower. This reading is higher than that. So we have all these things going on. We have a wolf wave, point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a triple bottom here with bullish divergence with the missing right shoulder. We have a bullish divergence on the RSI. We're at a level which on the higher time frame, which is the daily time frame, the green line here, tends to have some inherent support. Everything you need for a AAA rated setup is here, but I still need the trigger. And again, the trigger for me is this V1. I use V1s, V2s in so much of my trading. If you'd like to learn more about V1s, V2s, just go to my YouTube channel, type in V1, V2. I have a nice video on it. So this was the trade. It also went under 30, over 30 RSI. Okay, that's another signal I use. So everything together, how could I not take this trade? Especially because of the wolf wave too, right? So as soon as I got in, first thing I have to do is where's my stop going to be? Well, my stop is going to be 2 ATRs below my entry. If it gets down there, that's the maximum I'm going to lose. That's it. Now, let me show you something cool about the wolf waves. When you, point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the objective of the trade is taking the line between point 1 and point 4, drawing it out in time. And if this is a wolf wave that performs like it's supposed to, the price should get out in time to the slope of that line. See how I have point 1, point 4, I draw it out. Okay, so place the 2 ATR stop here. If it gets to this line, that is my exit. So that's the trade. Triple bottom, bullish divergence, RSI divergences, larger time frame on the daily, 50% of that bar, which is the green line right there. When it rejected that line underneath and went above and went under 30, over 30, and the V1, I knew that was a trade to take. So I took it here at 421.41. And again, the objective of this trade should be out in time at this line. Let's see what happens. Boom. Is that not amazing? I got out at 425.39. In 421.41, out 425.39. So it hit the objective. That was a big trade. That was a really, really big trade. Percentage wise, that was almost 0.95% on that trade based upon that setup. Of course, they don't always happen. Now look what happened. I got out there, boom. I was like, man, you know how it is when you get out and you're happy until you see it go up and you're like, hey, it wasn't supposed to go that high. Well, it went even higher, but I'm glad I got out when I did. And look at this. We are right back here at that support from April 25th, about right back where I took the trade. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful, but the real takeaway is, the main point here is be patient, wait for as many confluences and combinations of indicators before you take a trade. And if you'd like to learn more about my trading, I do a weekly podcast on YouTube. It's my weekend review where I go through all the trades that I've made that week. I talk about when I got in, why I got in, what strategy I was using, and most importantly, how I'm going to manage the trade going forward. So anyway, hope you found this helpful, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.